Welcome back, everyone. I'm really excited about this podcast, but to another Broker to Broker podcast. If you're watching, I'm usually in my Brokers Are Better T-shirt, but I was doing a presentation, had to get back just in time to catch this guy, and I see the way he's dressed, so I'm glad I'm still in my shirt and tie. But so today, first off, I'm Mark Summers. I'm the president of AIM, but more importantly, today I'm going to be interviewing an independent mortgage broker and the host of the Broker Podcast, Rich Lane. Rich, thanks for joining us today.
Mark, great to be here. It's been a while, but always good to see you. Thanks for wearing the tie. You look sharp. You know, as I say, you look beautiful.
I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, no, we haven't seen each other in a while. Obviously, due to this pandemic, that's really hampered things. But no, excited to see you. Excited. I know your story, and I absolutely love it. I don't want to say I know everything about you, but I got a pretty good idea about you. So I can't wait to dive into it more. So I'm going to give it over to you, man. Give us the history of Rich Lane, how he got to where he is today.
The way I got in the industry is in 1999. My first big job out of college. I got laid off. It was a manufacturing position. I was at a bar restaurant somewhere in Orange County, and I saw the group of people come in, and they were like good looking, high end people. And I was like, I got to find out what they do. And I went up and asked the guy, and he said he was a mortgage broker. And like, I left the bar at that moment. I went to Barnes & Noble and bought the book Mortgage for Dummies 101 and like read it all weekend. Monday, went online to the Monster job board and applied at Countrywide. Somehow talked my way into a wholesale account position. And then, from there, I did not like wholesale. I definitely, I love the direct consumer broker to client relationship. So I moved over to be a mortgage broker as fast as possible. And that's where I really found my legs.
Yeah, definitely. You dove into some waters there right away, just after reading a Mortgage Brokers for Dummies book, and then being over there. That's pretty. It's pretty.
I mean, the barrier of entry in this industry is it's tough sometimes because I get just people don't know where to start. There's no. There's a couple of schools out there now, but it's just. You just got to somehow, some way, kind of like kick your foot in a door and then just get going. It's, I wouldn't say it's ideal, but that's just candidly what you have to do.
Yeah, I remember when I started, I went to, I think it was a company called Mortgage University here in Michigan. And everything they taught me was just like surface stuff, but it didn't teach you the business. It didn't teach you how to handle clients and have that direct to consumer. So yeah, no, I'm a big believer, and you got to dive right in.
For sure. But, it's been a great ride, and I've seen a lot of different facets of the industry. And I will say this. I've met some of my closest friends within the industry, and we've been able to develop a friendship beyond the industry. My families have gone on vacation with other friends that I've met in the industry. So it's been a really gratifying experience.
That's awesome. So how did you get to Arbor Financial? How did you start that up? Give me the story, the background on that.
So I'm not an owner or broker of Arbor Financial. I'm just a loan broker over there. And basically, I just moved over there in 2016 just because I liked the model at that time. It kind of fit what I was doing, and basically just I'm a loan broker there, nothing fancy at this point. I'm sure we'll kind of talk about it. The industry is always changing. It's always evolving. So, later on in the podcast, I'm sure we'll kind of talk about, the next 5 years and what I see coming down the pike and some of the changes I'm looking at to continue to sustain and increase my volume.
That's definitely on the docket today. We're going to talk about your 5-year plan, but let's hop right into marketing and video, because one thing is, obviously the mortgage industry, our side of it is big into Facebook right now. A lot of people on it, a lot of people commenting. And for people who are listening, if you've never followed Rich Lane, go follow him. He's always doing videos. So you're a big video guy. I absolutely love it. You know what I mean? So how did you take that leap in?
I've had a bit of a media background from college, and even playing around with VHS tapes when I was a kid. But I kind of took a break from it. But in the last like 10 years, I would just look at videos that real estate agents or business people are putting out. I'm like, God, these things are horrible. The camera's like shaking all around. The lighting's poor. The audio's poor. And I just knew that if I kind of got the right sauce, that I could kind of just easily make it fun and deliver some good content. And so I just kind of came up with the concept. The broker I started a few years ago at the AIM, the Irvine, the convention. And it just kind of took some legs from there. I mean, wasn't that hard. I just bought some, a couple $100 of equipment on Amazon. And then, of course, COVID hit. And I was, one of the hard rules for the broker is I only do in-person interviews. So of course you're hosting the interview today. So, I mean, this is your show, your rules, but for the broker. So COVID hits and I'm like, oh my God, who am I going to interview? So Kevin Perenio of PRMG, he's a close friend. We found a restaurant that was would give us a corner, and we literally started doing the show there, and it just kind of took off from there. And now I've been everywhere from a boat cruise to an industry conference in Park City where I interviewed a bunch of people, and then we have a big media presence that we are definitely going to roll out at AIM Fuse at the Bellagio this September. It's we're going to do a daily recap show there. So it's really going to be sensational.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I've seen some of your videos, and I know you use them for different aspects of it. But explain to me, because I know you have a media background, but you don't need a media background to make these videos.
No, you do not. You don't need a media background. I mean, I literally just went on YouTube and started researching like young guys who make their living from YouTube. I started following a couple of gals, a couple of guys that would literally teach you like, hey, if you're going to put out content here, this is the editing software you need. Get this light, get this, here's how you get royalty-free music. Here's how you do this. I literally just learned from YouTube. And then I started, doing practice videos with my daughters. And then finally kind of just, I went for it right before AIM Activate. We did a couple of videos right before the show. And they got tremendous, a run. I mean, tons of views. People started, talking to me about it. And so I just kept kind of growing and growing it. I mean, I go back and look at the first videos I did. They're horrible. It's so bad. And I'm not saying like we've achieved, Academy Award winning stuff now, but it's way better. The more you get on camera, the more comfortable you are. You get your microphone legs. And then you can start, once you kind of get that confidence, you can start leveraging your medium to making it, to get doors open for you. Leveraging the media with real estate agents or financial planners, anyone who's going to be able to give you a referral. You not only brand yourself, but if you use the video to kind of make it real easy for them to give you the referral.
Yeah, and I'm comfortable in front of the camera now. I mean, I still don't like looking at myself as much, but I'm with you. I went back and looked at some videos I did, and I think you were one of my first guests I think I had when we had this broker talk thing. And I learned real fast, if I just was who I was and not try to read a script, it went so much better and got so much more views.
I totally agree. Unlike you, I love looking at myself on camera. Like I can't get enough of me. Okay, let's get that straight. No, seriously though. Yeah, I mean, the more you do it, the easier it's going to get. I mean, I remember that the broker to broker we did, you, me, and I think it was Claire Mahoney from Oregon. That was awesome. So, I mean, look how far we've come just from there, Mark.
It's amazing. We did it together.
Yes. I mean, so basically, one of the ways I use the video stuff is, let's say I've got a couple of CPAs I get a lot of business from. I literally went and did the broker interview with them. I edited it up, made it real nice for them, and they literally used it on their social media and in their marketing. Oh, wow. So it's kind of basically branding for themselves, and was just me as kind of Joe interviewer guy, and they got to talk about their business and what's going on. And so the bottom line is I provided tremendous value to them doing that. And so, when you provide value, you definitely make it real easy to get the referrals.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I love that. So you go on different topics with referral sources and whatnot. So you may go to a financial planner, a CPA, right? That's kind of where you're going. What do you do about consumers? Like, how do you obviously do videos for consumers?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, that's somewhere where I definitely need to, raise my game. There's some brokers out there really doing some great work in that arena. Ryan Eller, Mike Cox out of Wisconsin. So, I mean, those guys are definitely really excelling at the consumer game, and I definitely have my eyeballs on them watching them. And they're both great guys. So yeah, that's somewhere where the broker needs to definitely increase the market penetration.
Yeah. So your most of your videos are for referral sources, and is that fair to say?
Yeah, for referral sources. But I've done some professional consumer client work with the Wow Me Group, and that was really a big boost to my business. So I definitely want to get back to that, but again, that's part of the 5-year plan, Mark.
We'll get into that in a minute. So give me an example here. You're going to do a video for a financial planner.
Yeah.
What kind of topics are you talking about, or how do you come up with these topics?
I mean, basically, if I'm doing an interview with a targeted, business referral, we either do it one of two ways. We either say, hey, listen, I don't want this to be an infomercial for your business, but can you talk about topics that are relevant to the general public, that provide, information? And if we go that route, that's great. I do that a ton with Kevin Peranio, who he talks about what's going on in the financial markets. However, or we can go down the other road. It's like, hey, if this is going to be an infomercial, great. I get it. Let's do it. Let's edit it. And I'm going to give the video to you and you use it on your medium. And that's great. And so, it's kind of, we have a pre-show meeting. We talk about who our audience is. We kind of like, we put together a brief. We keep it rolling.
Perfect. Okay. So you do these videos, right? And I've seen some of them. They're great. So you do these videos, and before you kind of go to editing and whatnot, what do you do if you don't like it? Do we do the whole thing? Or I'm going to tell you what I do. I'm going to personally tell you what I do. So when I do videos, I don't watch them. I refuse to watch them. I say, hey, listen, that was me. That's who I was. I was authentic as I could be. Get that thing away from me. I'll view it 3 weeks from now.
Yeah. I just did one where it was really tough. I didn't like it because the audio was not good. We were on top of this boat and it was real windy, and I'm a stickler on good audio, but at the same time, I had to get over the mental block in getting it post-produced and put out because, there was people that participated in that video with me that I really respect, and I wanted to get the video out for them. I did it with Alex DeHaro of PRMG. PRMG is, I'm a huge fan of theirs, and they're very supportive of my show. So I really wanted to get it out there. And I finally just had to force myself, just get it done and then get it out there. And here's the irony. I got more feedback and traction on that video than I have in a long time. I don't know if it was because it was on a yacht or whatever, or tons of people love PRMG and Alex DeHaro, but I got great feedback on it. It was weird. Yeah. So
just when you think you didn't like it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you got to get over yourself and just get it out there, So, I mean, I think I'm too much of a prima donna critic on my own stuff. So, I mean, I usually I make my wife watch it before I release it. And she's like she's great because she's such a harsh critic. She'll be like, yeah, this video totally sucks, Rich, but yeah, sure, put it out, buddy. So
the wife, they're always in my corner too. My wife sees some of my videos and she's like, you said that. I'd be like, I don't know. I blacked out. I don't know. No, that's great. You always got to have critics, man. I'm telling you. But, you know, my big thing, and the reason why I want to talk to you about videos and whatnot is, you know, it's a huge tool for us. I use BombBomb a ton.
Yeah, me too.
For, you know, like everything that I do with the client, you know, just so they know who I am and they see me. But at the same time, you just got to dive into it. And that's why I wanted to bring this up, just because it's such a powerful tool. As you said, get over yourself, put it out there, have fun with it.
Yeah, I'm a subscriber, BombBomb. I have pre-made videos, you know, like I'll have a 30-second intro video that, you know, is edited. And so when I get a new client, I literally will text it to them. It, you know, comes over in a high def. And then the cool thing is about BombBomb, you can see who opens it, how long they watch it. So you kind of get you got a serious idea of interest level on people.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. No, it's a great system. Okay, so we did our videos. We're good with videos.
Yeah,
you brought it up twice now. I know you want to talk about this, and I want to hear about it. It's your 5-year plan. So let's get over it first. Tell me about this 5-year plan. What are you thinking here?
Okay, so basically, I mean, after 2020, mortgage, getting leads and referral sources, they're just getting deals is just tougher. You know, the refis aren't just falling from the sky now. And we're with a ton of people focusing on the purchase market. I mean, it is competitive to kind of keep up and sustain, you know, a good amount of volume to make a good living. So basically, I'm kind of just taking a wholesale look right now on okay, I want to plan out for 5 years. Do I need to tear down my tech stack and redo it myself? I mean, I'll be super candid with you. I've been out taking a look at some other companies, some other models, you know, that companies that are coming online in the mortgage broker world that basically have a really good tech stack and really good pricing and plug and play. So here's why. It's not just because I'm bored or something, because out in the marketplace, you're going up against, you know, the G rates, the loan depots, the fairways, guys like that, or companies like that. They've got amazing technology. They've got tons of resources. So if you don't come in with the tech stack and the artillery to compete, you're just going to get shuffled out of the industry. And as much as I mean, I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but that's just the realm of reality right now. So I'm really taking a look at kind of hitching my wagon either to another a mortgage broker company that provides kind of the ultimate tech stack, the ultimate support, the ultimate pricing that I'm basically that I can go compete in the next 5 years, and kind of enables me to not only win, but stay focused on the forward sales aspect. So important. If I'm in the weeds dealing with, you know, process and operations stuff, I'm losing. That is red light activity. I need to be out front selling loans, nurturing relationships with clients, referral sources, and just keep building that ladder. So I'm definitely on the hunt right now.
Oh, that's okay. Well, that's news. I did not know that, but
yeah, for sure.
At the same time, okay. So big banks, you brought up some of those big banks, and I don't like really talking about them, but how do you plan to compete against them?
Support, pricing, technology. It's got to be better than them. And the great thing about the mortgage channel is you can get third-party technology as good or better than some of those direct lenders I spoke about. So I'm not worried about the big banks. Those guys are behemoth. You know, they're slow, but it's some of these non-depository direct lenders that it's, you know, when you're competing for purchase business, it's going to be a knife fight. And It's an arms race. And if you just come in with a dull knife, you're going to be blown away by these guys. So,
yeah, no, I agree. I agree. And I've always said that, the big thing that I think separated us from the mega retail lenders and stuff like that was resources and technology. That's been my big thing. I pretty much say it in every presentation I do. And I think with, and this is not a plug, but it is a plug. I'm going to say it, our vendor partners, the Brokers Are Better network, I'm telling you, go check them out. I mean, there's so many good ones in there that have helped me propel my business, and they're broker friendly. And I actually think, as you said, it's better than what those big banks have.
Yeah, it is. And it's available to us. And, so if you own your own shop, or, you're just a independent LO, I mean, you can plug into those resources, or go find a company that's really got, all that together, and just hitch your wagon to them. But not doing anything is basically kind of signing your death knell in this industry, because mortgages are going to, in the next 5 years, they're going to get easier to be done by the client. They're going to become faster. It's going to become more streamlined. The industry is going to get smaller. So, I really encourage brokers right now to start prepping. And if you don't, you're really doing yourself an injustice, and your clients, your future clients.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. So, it takes me to my next point. That what I want to ask you is, what's your piece of advice to how brokers can set themselves up for the future to succeed?
So just kind of like what I said, like, get yourself aligned with a company that's got good pricing and good tech and good support. And whether, if that's where you are now, just, make some adjustments and refine it and go, or, go find some other companies out there, because there's some other companies out there that have really got it together. At least go take a look. As far as what I would encourage brokers to continue to brand themselves via video, social media presence, stuff like that. It's kind of like mixed martial arts. You gotta have kind of different avenues of marketing, and to kind of really establish your brand.
Yeah. And I'm a big person of stepping outside the box. I do certain things where I'm going to tell you right now, and people are gonna be like, Mark, you're crazy. I only have like 2 realtors that I really deal with. I don't go after realtors. You know what I mean? What I do is I go after businesses, and then we hold lunch and things like that. And so we beat all the realtors to the show, and it's been great for us. So I could go on and on about what we do, but at the end of the day, you got to think outside the box a little bit. You got to be a little bit creative with all this stuff. And hell, our community, if you see a company down the street, another broker crushing it, go in and ask them to see their process. I mean, our community is great, though. We're more than willing to help each other out.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe that. I mean, I talk to tons of brokers that I met through AIM constantly, and I'm always asking them what they're doing. I mean, a big agenda for me going to AIM Fuse this September is to talk to all the other brokers. I want to know what they're doing. If this guy's killing it in volume and making a ton of money, I'm like, what are you doing? I want to tell me, please. I can't wait to get to AIM Fuse. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I would ride on a Greyhound bus sitting next to the bathroom to get there. Okay.
I appreciate that. I really do.
So yeah, I mean, that's what I'm constantly talking to other brokers and what they're doing, because the industry is constantly changing. And if you're not making in-game audibles and tweaks, you're going to fall behind quick.
Yeah, and you said it as well. Like, just talk to your people. AIM Fuse is a great one. Once again, not a plug, but it is a plug. But at the same time, I tell people, listen, you get to collaborate with people you never would have collaborated with before. And that's what this community is about, to me, at least. And that's my most favorite thing, is the support that this community gives. And I mean, I still talk to people from all over the nation that I would never have spoke to before if it wasn't for one of the AIM events.
Yeah. And people hit me up on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram all the time and ask me about video, like, what software I'm using, what camera equipment. And I'm happy to share with them. Like, I I'll give you, here's all the equipment I use. Here's what I edit with. Here's my music. I'm happy. Give it away. I don't care. The more people doing this, the better, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. You always got to be changing in this industry. The old dogs, you know, I mean, hey, listen, there's a spot for people who are not willing to change, but they're going to get left behind. 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, if you want to get a hold of me, it's just hashtag the broker. Find me on YouTube, the broker with Rich Lane, Instagram or Facebook. I mean, you can't miss me.
Yeah, and I appreciate you just reaching out to the community and with open arms, and everyone who's listening. Rich will help you. So I do have a question for you here, kind of still dealing with the 5-year plan. I know you're changing constantly, and I love that about you. Is you're always trying to redefine yourself and be better. But when it comes to your originating business, what does your tech stack look like?
Right now, you know, I'm using Byte and Flowify and some others, and some stuff that kind of integrates and talks together. But I'm going to be changing that up a little bit. I think there's some other stuff that's potentially better, that's going to suit me a little better. It's all about the client experience and making it super easy. I mean, I can't believe there's still mortgage companies out there where they're using outdated loan origination software, and when they're just emailing people for financial documents and asking for them to scan them back via PDF. It's so antiquated, and it's so I'm looking for software that's integrated, that kicks out milestone updates automatically. Everything's got to be automated intelligence. So if you're the originator and you're manually doing that, you are doing something wrong. Everything needs to be automated. You need to be focused on getting the next deals, getting the next referral partners, nurturing those relationships.
Yeah. Yeah. Let technology do what it can to free up your time to create relationships and make an experience. That's what I always say. And for me personally, I have my process down on paper, and I'm telling you, probably at least, I'm going to say once a quarter, at least, sometimes more than that. I'll go back and say, how can I improve this part of the process? How can I change this so it will be a better experience or free up my time all the time?
Yeah. Kevin Pereira and I always talk about, it's got to be high tech with a high touch. Right. And if you can, that's the secret sauce. If you can create that in your tech stack, you're going the right direction.
Love that. That is the secret sauce. I love that. Say that one more time. What was it? High
tech with high touch. Super important. So, I mean, that is the goal for sure. So
I'm going to use that one. So that's why I love doing these podcasts too, because I get these little sayings from everyone I have on, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to use that one from now on. That's a great one.
Yeah, but so that's my 5-year plan. I'm sure in July we'll probably see some big changes coming with the broker and some big announcements to where I land, and so that'll be fun to kind of roll that out.
Oh, good for you, man. I know whatever you do, you're going to do great with it. You got a great personality. Everyone loves you. So no, I know whatever you do, you're going to crush it.
Yes, Mark. So AIM Fuse, looking forward to seeing you in person, because you're definitely a lot more beautiful in person than via podcast for sure.
It's my lighting. It's my lighting. Well, you're not off the hook yet. I mean, we could sit here and talk about AIM Fuse all you want, and how excited I am. I mean, we're expecting a big turnout, so I'm so excited to see everyone. It's been too long. Yeah, we did the virtual thing last year, and it was cool, and we had a lot of touches, and it was a new experience, man. But it's nothing like being at the Bellagio for Fuse. But so I know you're going to be there, which is great. But all right, so let's just say I'm going to flip this a little bit, because I always like to finish out with, this is your floor. What advice you want to give the community? Let's say it's someone you meet at Fuse, and they say, "Hey, Rich, we saw your videos. Give me some advice. Tell me where I need to go. What's your number one piece of advice so I can become more successful?"
Whatever you do, whether it's video or however, just make sure you're authentic and delivering delivering value. And I think if you lead with authenticity and that whatever you do, you will make inroads, whether it's building relationships with referral sources or if you're going consumer direct. Yeah, my whole thing is, high tech, high touch, and authenticity.
Authenticity has been a buzzword lately, and I've been using it for a couple years now, but I love the fact that it's getting out there more because you're obviously authentic in yourself. If you're just listening, this is a great podcast, but at the same time, go look at the YouTube video. This guy's got flair, you know what I mean? But he's authentic, and I want everyone to know, like, there's something people are trying to be someone they're not sometimes, and that's the stuff that drives me insane. Be you.
Yeah.
Be you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I started this, I had a vision. I didn't think that enough of these video podcasts and all this media stuff, no one was like having fun. It's like this industry's fun. We got great people, fun people. So like, whoever I'm interviewing, I mean, we're delivering content, but we're also keeping it light, fun, and having laughs.
Yeah, I mean, trust me. I mean, I could beat my head over here and just deal with loans and all that stuff and right. With AIM and trying to plan certain things with our great staff. But I got to have fun. If I'm not having fun, I just don't want to do it. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we keep it light. It's the feedback and the traction we've got. It's been tremendous. So I'm just going to continue to see where it goes.
Perfect. Authenticity wins every time. I think my girl Melissa Puckett said that. So, but it's so true. It does win every single time. So, all right, Rich, I've taken up enough of your time. I appreciate you as always. Can't wait to see you in Fuse. We're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be a great event, and I know we don't even ask you, but you promote it, and I appreciate that.
I love it. I love the whole AIM crew, and AIM Fuse can't come soon enough, and so I can see everyone again.
Perfect. Well, thanks for your insights today. And brokers, if you want to get caught up on all of our past podcast episodes, please head over to aimgroup.com/broker to broker. You can listen to all of our broker to broker podcast episodes on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and any other platform you can get podcasts from. Do me a favor, please subscribe, please rate our podcast and leave a review. It helps us get the podcast out there and spread the word that brokers are better. And Rich, you're a great broker.
Hey, you're a beautiful man, Mark. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone at AIM, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see everyone on the next episode. Have a great day.